See ya. See ya.
Yes. You skill dunk that?
Always gotta be flashy.
See, that's why I don't skill dunk. That's why I don't do that.
I only beat a dunk, so I feel you at times.
I'm gonna see if he's gonna be able to shoot.
We actually shot it.
Okay, all right.
I thought he was passing that.
Same.
We have the cameras on the Jazz team bus pulling into the arena. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, ABC is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Bailey. And it's Markkanen in at the power forward. And for the Trailblazers, Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Avdia. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Morant. And it's Klingon in at the center position. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here's Markkanen. Klingon with the block.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Sure, that's good.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Here's Peterson. Guarded by Morant. Peterson misses. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. We talked about Laura Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Avdia.
Boy, guys, when you think of Deni Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
Good on both. Now George. Outside Jackson. The Jazz with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's blocked. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Klingon with the steal. Lillard scanning the floor. Shoots. They grab their own miss. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance there.
Outside Jackson. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Morant. Count that one.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Klingon towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of the game, it's perfect.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Markkanen against Avdia. Markkanen, good.
Well, we know Markkanen can face up and make shots, but I love when he mixes it up on the interior. That's really good touch.
Lillard attacking. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Peterson. Over Morant. Hanging with the block. And they get it back. Morant with it. He's looking for Lillard and finds it.
What a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Jackson. Portland making their last shot. Pass to Peterson. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Avdia. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Jackson. No scoring in this one. And it's Bailey that time, the assist from Jackson.
Nice feed by the big man, Jackson Jr. I love his selfless attitude.
And finished up by Morant.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now, here's George. And he overshot that one, missing.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
And the jam by Avdia.
Wow, Avdia right to the cup. What a finish.
Jazz trail by 16. And George kicks to Markkanen. The Trailblazers pull it in. Klingon's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Sharp. And no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lillard against George. Outside, Markkanen. No good on the 3. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. It's almost automatic.
Personal foul. Second team.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
The first free throw is good.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Jazz trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson dishes to George. Here's Peterson. Still yet to score. It's over Morant. Peterson misses. Morant outside. A floater, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Lillard from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 9 points. Jazz trail by 21. Pass to Bailey. The Jazz working the ball around now.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Peterson the pass to George. Jackson kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Portland grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy a bucket right now.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Utah calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Who's looking for some new swag?
For Portland. Robert Williams is checked in for Avdia. Toumani Camara comes in for Sharp. Drew Holiday's checked in for John Morant. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's Collier. Asta Filipowski. Now here's Hopeless, guarded by Holiday. And maybe more than any team in the West, the Jazz really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Trailblazers leading by 22. Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamara. Slam dunk by Kamara.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And here's the fast break. Here's Kamara. Offensive rebound.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Robert Williams.
Shooting two.
And that one falls for Williams. And both free throws good for Williams. Utah has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Filipowski finds Williams. Here's Collier. Knocked loose. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kamara. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Now here's Harkless, guarded by Holiday. Here's Collier, and he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Henderson outside. Off target from outside. Jazz shooting a mere 25% to the floor in this first quarter. Here's Collier. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Williams. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Love's check in for Donovan Klingon. So he comes up empty at the line. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Henderson outside. And Holiday kicks to Henderson. Pass to Kamara. And it's off from 3-point range. Lets it go from deep. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Now here's Harkless,
2 minutes
guarded by Holiday.
2 minutes.
Filipowski passes to Konchar. The layup missed.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Now here's Henderson, guarded closer. An easy 2 points on the layup.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Konchar finds Harkless. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Utah, Harkless. 2 shots.
Two.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Portland with the ball. Anderson looking it over.
Trailblazers foul. Henderson.
For Utah, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Williams taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Love outside. Now Kamara. 4 on the shot clock. Williams hits to Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, Drew Holiday can either receive or initiate contact. He just is so tough.
Pass to Filipowski. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. And here's Holiday. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Konchar, covered by Kamara. Here's Collier. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the buzzer sounds, and the first, and we've got a blowout underway here.
Your Trailblazers
out in front, delivering the blowout. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Markkanen is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Bailey. Then it's George. And it's Peterson and it's shooting guard. The Jazz have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
That's good from George.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
He hits both from the stripe. And Morant's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. To the wing on the left. Here's Avdia. Good. Good play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Avdia's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is in my game. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Back to George. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Williams. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
And they'll get another chance. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. The Jazz shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Here's Bailey. Outside, George. Makes it off the glass. George has got 4 this quarter.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Bailey. Outside, Markkanen. George against Lillard. The shot by George, no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
He had range out beyond the arc, and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top 2 in our league.
Utah calls timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
for Portland.
That was your Blazers Houston team.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Utah keeping it alive. The new 14. And the basket by Jackson.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now, here's Avdia. 10 points for him. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Here's George. Makes the shot from the left block. George has got 6 points.
Boy, that's the type of shot they'd like to get on every single possession.
Morant outside. Markkanen against Avdia. Lillard outside. 3-pointers off the mark. The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. To the left wing. George looking over the floor. Jackson passes to Bailey. Here's Peterson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Peterson. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The defensive instincts of Jackson Jr. are off the charts. He just knows when to go for the steal.
They get the rebound. Here's Lillard. Markkanen with the block. George against Lillard. George dishes to Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Personal foul.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson's going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
That one falls for Jackson. Trailblazers leading by 19. Pass to Klingen. Now here's Morant with 3. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Peterson. Guarded by Morant. Here's Peterson. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. Portland grabs the miss. And here's Morant. He's got 8. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Great dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple
That's the line
injuries,
for your
Morant has
Trailblazers.
missed a significant amount of time.
Taking
But
2 shots.
we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Morant.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
Both free throws good from Morant. Jazz trail by 21. Outside, George. Klingen with the block. And now Portland on the break. And it's Morant missing. The Jazz have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Inside, And finished off by Avdia.
What a night for Denny Avdia. This guy has found something out there, and they just keep finding him.
Markkanen passes to George. Unloads from 13, and he drops that one in. George has got 8 points.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And the rejection by Jackson. That one falls. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Outside, Markkanen. Fades. Bailey misses. Trailblazers leading by 23. Avdia kicks to Morant. Pass to Klingon. Now Lillard, 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. George against Lillard. Markkanen kicks to George. Puts up a deep 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 16th rebound on the night. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Some nights Lillard can just keep going and going.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Markkanen. Ja Morant with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Morant. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Jaren Jackson Jr. taking 2 shots.
That's good from Jackson. A different look now for Portland. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Avdia. Holiday comes in for Ja Morant. And Henderson subbed in for Damian Lillard. Utah also making some changes. Lepowski, he's checked in for Bailey. Harkless comes in for ABC. And it's Collier in for George. Full free throws good from Jackson. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And not the most common call to in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for the Jazz. Now here's Harkless. Driving in, and he makes good on the layup. Harkless has got 5 now.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Holiday finds Henderson. A rebound by the Jazz. Here's Collier. Banked in off the glass.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
Pass to Kamare. Henderson outside. Stolen by Markkanen. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Harkless. That's it. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead. Well, stay attached, affect the quality of the shot. That is excellent interior defense.
Lets it fly. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Harkless. Trailblazers leading by 17. Knocks it loose. Pass to Holiday. Henderson right side. And that time, also a missed shot. The Jazz shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Now, Filipowski. Here's Collier. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Markkanen inside the line. And that one goes long.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Jazz.
Williams up on top. Defended by Sharp. Markkanen can't get it to go. Portland leading by 19. Now, here's Sharp. Pass to Kamare. Henderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Harkless. The Jazz working the ball around now. Williams looking around. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And so it's Portland with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. They'll get you back to the action after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points, 6 assists, and 1 steal. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problem. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Damian Lillard out there with Morant. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Williams. And it's Sharp, and it's small forward. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Tonight he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for Portland, Robert Williams. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Jazz trail by 20. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you. Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Morant. Following the three-pointer by Utah. Portland, no good that time either. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Now, here's Avdia. Following the missed shot by Jaren Jackson. To the right side. Here's Peterson. Back to George. Pass to Jackson. Over Williams. Jackson misses. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Avdia. That shot no good. Excellent D there from Markkanen. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now Jackson. He's guarded by Williams. Jackson passes to Bailey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. He will shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Jackson. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Klingen's checked in. And so Jackson nails both of them.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. Lakers' last touch by George. Now off the inbound. Utah with the rebound. Bailey's got 4 rebounds in this game. George passes to Jackson. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. The lead is 15. Morant on the follow. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
And there's that quickness of Morant, getting to the ball first and then getting it to fall.
Going inside. And the basket is good. And that's now 6 points for ABC.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Jazz trail by 17. Here's Peterson. 6 points for him. And Quingen pulls it down. Quingen's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that. Runs up against it and then outworks it.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
2 shots.
First one falls, and Utah making a change here. Konchar's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got 11.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Jazz trail by 17. Here's Conchar. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Jazz have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
Conchar. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Conchar. Conchar hits them both. Trailblazers leading by 15. Pass to Quingen. Morant with it. 16 points for him. Here's Avdia. Portland again missing. Peterson the pass to Conchar. Put on the bucket.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Morant. Lillard outside. Now here's Morant. D right on him. Rebounded by the Jazz. To the middle. Here's Conchar. Defended by Avdia. Conchar can't get it to go. Now here's Sean. He's tightly guarded. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Now here's Avdia. Conchar covering. Avdia gets the bucket.
Let's remember, Avdia is 6'9", which means he is quite capable of being effective in the painted area.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Damian Lillard. Morant against George. Now Klingon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Keontae George picks one up.
And sometimes the best option is to foul Klingon and take your chances sending him to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Toumani Camara, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And simply put, Donovan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Now here's Jackson. 11 points in the game. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
George against Morant. No good on that one. Excellent D there from George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Down by 12. Good on the shot. George has got 15.
This is why you select Keontae George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here goes on Donovan Klingon.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Jackson. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in for ABC. Both free throws good from Jackson. Here's Holiday. To Kamare. Lets it go with a 3. Portland with a new 14.
And the offensive rebound really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
George passes to Filipowski. Back to George. With the drive over Klingon. George, no good. Portland leading by 10. And here's Sharp. Pass to Love. With some arc, it's deflected. Here's Collier. Going in with the block. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession.
Utah ball.
Henderson's checked in for Shaden Sharp. And a switcher also for Utah. Williams, he's checked in for Jackson. Utah with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. On the clock. Williams for three. And the three ball is good.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Fades back. Conchar pulls it in. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Collier. Outside, George. Shoots over Kamara. The shot by George, no good.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Williams against Henderson. And he uses the glass on the wing.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
Here's Collier. He has 6. Here's Williams. Good work there as it goes. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Holiday dishes to Henderson. Over George. And Henderson with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Henderson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Collier. Pass to Conchar. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Left side, Love.
Jazz foul. Williams. First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Portland, Caleb Love. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Bailey, he's checked in for Utah. And he makes both free throws. Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Conchar. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
2 minutes.
Now here's Henderson.
Third.
He's got 6. Kamara finds Henderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Fifth type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Two.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 12. Asta Filipowski. Here's Bailey, guarded by Holiday. Here's Collier to the paint. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 7.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Henderson kicks to Love. Pass to Kamare. Back to Love. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Kamare. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Utah Jazz. It's a 10-point game. Driving inside. Count it. 6 points for Ace Bailey.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Kamare. Holiday goes in. Rebounded by the Jazz. Bailey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Williams has got 9 points here in the second half. Holiday the pass to Williams. Here's Kamare. 23 seconds left in the third. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Penalty. At the line for 2, Kamare.
And he makes the first. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Avdia's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Markkanen's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Bailey. Here's Collier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Collier's got 8 points.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Henderson. Portland again missing. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
72.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Filipowski. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Williams. Then there's Bailey. And it's Peterson in at the wall. Trailblazers leading by 5. Down low, Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Here's Peterson. Now here's Markkanen. Asta Filipowski. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Second chance effort. And he sinks the way out.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Holiday hits the bucket.
Holiday has the mid-range in his arsenal, boy. Doesn't matter where he is on the floor. You better contest.
Here's Peterson. Covered by Lillard. Count it. 8 points for ABC.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot, and then they will knock it down.
And they're able to recover. They get it again. Backs it out to Markkanen. Sinks the three-pointer.
You have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Now here is Holiday. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Williams against Holiday. Here's Peterson. Back to Williams. Over Holiday. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. The lead is 2. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Peterson the pass to Filipowski. To the inside. Peterson misses. Trailblazers leading by 4. Floats one up, and that one's good. Lillard.
Seeing his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
And the Jazz call time here.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Who'd like a free T-shirt tonight?
He's checked in for Portland. Morant comes in for Drew Holiday. Utah also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. And it's Keontae George in for Williams. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Sharp. After the basket by Jaren Jackson. Pulls in another board. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. And this is where Klingon looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Here's Peterson. Count the basket. Peterson's got 6 in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Obviously, Moran has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
George dishes to Jackson. Pass to Peterson. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Lillard misses. Jazz trail by 4. Inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 16 points for ABC.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Moran finds Lillard, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
The Jazz making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. Here's Peterson. To the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Donovan Klinger.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for the Jazz, Peterson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
George against Lillard. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Peterson the pass to Baylor. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Portland leading by 3. To the wing right side. Morant outside. Morant takes off. Tries to keep it alive. And Portland with another turnover here. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 3. Here's Jackson. Outside for George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 9 points now in just the second half. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Every time I have a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Next time out, present our player of the game, Donovan Clingan.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Here's Peterson. Launches a three. A nice shot by George. George has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Clingan. 11 feet away, and there's Lillard. That's good. On the assist by Clingan.
What nice work to get the high percentage look, and he doesn't make any mistake with it.
Now here's Jackson. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Well, Avdia has some size, and he uses it to get up and around the rim. What a finish.
Jackson kicks to George. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
You can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Morant. And the rejection by Jackson.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities. Part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18. The officials are all over that.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Portland, Clingan taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, the critical free throw was the one to make it a 2-possession game, and he got it.
Bailey misses. Trailblazers leading by 5. Avdia dishes to Morant. Driving to the basket. And then Morant slams it in.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's Peterson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Utah, Peterson. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers leading by 5. Morant with it. And it's Utah with the rebound. Peterson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now here's Jackson. Clingan covering. Here's Peterson. Clingan with the block. Now Sharp, and he drives in, and yes, it's good. Sharp's got 4 points this quarter.
And good quickness there, Sharp. Exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Time call here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Jazz trail by 7. And here's George. Pass to Peterson. And he lays it straight in. Peterson's got 18 points just in the second half.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Morant scanning the floor. To the paint. And it's Clingan with the jam.
I'll tell you, not only does Clingan set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
George against Lillard. Jar on the wing. Stolen by Alvia. Here's Sharp, and there's the drive.
Take care of the ball. Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
That 3 off the mark. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock.
Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Fires from deep. Peterson misses. And for Portland, they're shooting here about 46% for the game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category. And they continue to put pressure on the defense.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Clingan.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Sharp, that's good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's Jackson. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Utah, Jaren Jackson Jr. at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. Morant outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to put it at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in the rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Make sure you get home
Ellie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Next event.
Dame, you routinely make shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer, I work on the craziest things. You know, you never know what type of situation you're going to be in. You got to be prepared for it, you know, so I've worked on my fair share of crazy shots, crazy passes, and, you know, you don't make a high percentage of them, but I made one tonight.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks so much, Dame.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Berg, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.